I was going to send you a long email, but instead I thought it'd be better just for me to do a quick video to show you all the setup steps from beginning to end. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to click sign up. Then I'm going to create a new account, a new password. I'm going to have to go back to my email to confirm my account. And because we love security, now that I've confirmed my account, I need to log in with the email and password that I initially signed up with. And that brings you to the dashboard. We did it. Okay. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to connect our GitHub account. I will click connect GitHub, or you can click this link up here, pretty much any link anywhere on the page. And we will come to this page, which will state that you can either connect it yourself or you can book a call with me, and you're welcome to book a call with me if you'd like, but we're going to go ahead and connect our GitHub right from here. And so it'll take us to this page. We'll select which organization we want to work in. You can see here that I have two organizations that already have Changebot installed. And so if I click this, it's going to take me to the configuration page. I'm going to select my personal account. So we do a new installation. And then from here, this gives us the option to either grant access to all of the repositories or just a couple. If there are repositories that you don't want Changebot to ever pay attention to, you can do that. But when we create the products inside of Changebot, we're going to specify what accounts we want to use. So I'm going to go ahead and click all repositories here, and I'm going to click install and authorize. Okay, so this has redirected us to Changebot. And so this is where we're going to name our first product. If you are only ever putting one product inside of Changebot, this is probably just the name of your company. But we also have the ability to add multiple products. I'll do that in a second. And so let's just call this, we'll do this for our stalemate repository. And then I'm going to select the repo. This has pulled in all the repos that I have. Here's all of the code that I've written over a long period of time. And so I'm going to select just this one repository. If there are other repositories associated with the same product, we'll be able to add them after the fact. But let's go ahead and add this product here. Cool. Awesome. We've added it. What we can do is if we click on our settings here on the side and we go to products, this is where we can add more repos, and we can see the status of import here. So we see that we're preparing on this. That means that we are not quite ready to start writing updates. We need to go through and process the changes before we can start writing updates. I can also add another repo in here just for fun. Let's go ahead and add this one, add this repository. And so now this product, which I've called stalemate here, is containing these two repos. So we will look at changes across those two repos and include them into the one set of updates for this product. This is really useful for when you have maybe a different front end versus back end repo, or if you have like your web app and your mobile app, you can put all the repos together because the changes that are happening across all those things, like the sum of that is the experience that your customer will have. Let me show what it looks like to add a second product. So I will go here to the dropdown and I will say create a new product. And I just happened to see in that list of repos when I went through, there was a repo called GPM. So I'll call this product GPM. I will create that product. I will find GPM here and I will add that. Now, this is also preparing. So same thing's going to happen here. This will have to go through the processing stage. Just for fun, I'm going to update my team name. We'll call this Brian Enterprises. And that has saved already. Wow, technology. We can see here, I have a team called Brian Enterprises. Under Brian Enterprises, there are two separate products. We have the stalemate product, which if I go here back to the products page, we'll see it's those two repositories that I added to that. And then I can switch over to the GPM product and I can see that repository is being processed for this product. The next step, unfortunately, is to wait until this is done processing. We'll need to go through and pull all the changes and contextualize the product so that we can start writing updates on it. But when that's done, what we'll do is we'll go in there and we will create a couple of updates. Use that as an initial jumping off point to get your feedback of what do you think about the update. This will be our opportunity to get feedback on that. And then we have tuning that we can do on our side. And we'll just keep doing that until we're generating updates that you're like, yeah, I would send these to customers, or we at least I know what to do with them. And then we can talk at that point about what sort of an ongoing process looks like.